Away and running. Sharp Wonder was the first one to display that speed. Uncle Zeb and Tug is right there too. And Cruz the Force smartly backs off the pace battle in third. Gualilo had to check a little bit as that one was in tight. And Gigline's a little wide, but you can toss a blanket over them at the 6.5. And Tug comes away with the outright lead. Uncle Zeb is in between rivals and Sharp Wonder rides that fence. And they try to really slow down the pace. Deep on the track, Gualilo is eager to go under the rider's hands and tugs his way up to fourth. Towards the outside, Gigline is sharing fifth with Cruz the Force. They race down to the 5 furlong pole, and Tug is under massive attack, and Uncle Zeb and Zarp Wonder is right there applying that heavy pace pressure. Gualilo lurks behind the top trio of speed. Gigline's deep on a track and starts a steady advance, and Cruz the Force gets several reminders to stay on the speed. 3.5 furlongs to go, and Tug continues to make play, but Gualilo has stopped the perfect trip today. Gigline in the red cap stacks him up 3 across the track. Uncle Zeb went too fast too early, and Cruz the Force tries to re-rally. And now we see a new leader. Gualilo kicks for the cash and leads by 1, and has opened up with confidence too. Tug is a leg-weary second. Gigline battles Cruz the Force wide as they turn for home. Gualilo with this long, steady grind, not out of the woods yet. Tug is ready to battle right back, and Gigline is closing in 2, and Tug refuses to lose for the moment. Takes the lead by 1. Gualilo was as flat as a strap. Sharp Wonder coming with a rails run, and Gigline is right there too. But Tug was unwavering. Tug has won it. It was close for a second between Gigline and Sharp Wonder. Away and running. Bad start for Booted Up. Great speed from Menke. On the outside, Santini's chiming in, and Chaperone sits the trip already, and Booted Up is zoomed up the inside. Guard of Honor's in front of 1, and that early trailer is Real Men Violin. 7 furlongs to go, and Menke calls the shots and leads by 1, but tracked intently by Santini with the money on the far outside. Booted Up is the one who had a poor start and tries to get closer amongst the top 2 with about 3/4 of a mile to go. There's a line of 3 chasing from the inside out. Real Men Violin, Chaperone, and Guard of Honor's last of all. So there goes Santini, who can wait no more to put a flared nostril in front, and Menke battles right back. And continuing to track is Booted Up. Had to be used hard to get up there, and Santini repels the challenge of the both of them. There's 4 furlongs to go, and now Santini takes over the leading role. Menke needs the battle back in second. Booted Up needs to dig deep and find more. Behind that speed is Real Men Violin. Chaperone needs to do a lot better than that with the money on, and is a struggling 5th. And Guard of Honor's last of all, but Santini's in hand and in command and leads by 4. Booted Up is running one magnificent race despite a bad start, and a distant third is Real Men Violin as they turn for home. Santini looking for the competition. Right now it's only Real Men Violin and Booted Up, and a stagnant 4th is Chaperone inside the final 200 yards. The rider never moved an inch on Santini today. Booted Up winning the battle for second, but it's all Santini in front. Booted Up was second, Real Men Violin was third, and Chaperone was fourth. Away and running. A slow start for my pal Bill. Good rail speed from Gold in the Sky. Also right there is Fly Now, and up the inside is My Pal Bill. A couple of them have red caps today, and St. Solomon is joining that battle to claim fourth, and Pool sits off the speed in fifth. Towards the inside is Vion Manor, and So Handsome passes that one. There's 6.5 furlongs to go, and up and around the first turn, it's Gold in the Sky, protecting that inside position to lead by one. Fly Now's to the outside, a clear-cut second, and My Pal Bill's the one who hopped in the start, and he holds down that third place position in a race that sees no speed. Pool Hole is a tracking fourth, and 3 paths off the inside is St. Solomon in front of 2. So Handsome picks off a couple of rivals, and that leaves Vignon Manor with a lot of catching up to do. So it's Gold in the Sky continuing to show the way, and it leads by only 1 length as Fly Now is right there on a cozy hold in second. My Pal Bill rides the rail with no excuses in third, and a cluster chases for fourth, and So Handsome's trying to pick off that rival with Vignon Manor, who's up the inside. In between rivals is Pool Hole, and last of all is St. Solomon. They turn again, and here comes Fly Now to confront Gold in the Sky. A loose rein for My Pal Bill, who's trying to dig deep and find more, and Pool Hole tries to get that one going as they turn to the top of the stretch. Fly Now has all of this glorious momentum, sweeping off the turn and leads by 1. Gold in the Sky tries the battle back. Deep on the track is Pool Hole. My Pal Bill's as flat as a strap. Stymied for the moment with Vignon Manor inside the 100-yard marker. Fly Now is still leading. Pool Hole is still chasing. Fly Now, the favorite, has won it. Pool Hole was second. Gold in the Sky third. And Vignon Manor was fourth. Away and running. Guapo pings first. The long shot Winter's Ghost is wide, and Steiner's right there too. Stone Cold Flex rides the rail with Maximus Magic second last, and Catatumbo's last at the 7.5. So no excuses today for Guapo, who shows the way, and it's one tight length as a trio try to descend on this early leader, and Steiner is right there applying the heat. Winter's Ghost is committed to a 4-wide kick, and Stone Cold Flex has a charmed run today and now takes third over Winter's Ghost. There's a gap of 3 back to the 2 dawdlers, which is Catatumbo and Maximus Magic. So it's all Guapo on top of the field, only under moderate pace pressure at the 5, and Steiner is right there trying to chase the speed, but Guapo lets it out a notch and leads 3/4 of a length. Steiner tries to chase in second, and Stone Cold Flex has no excuses from spot number 3 with 4 furlongs left to go. Winter's Ghost a part of that early congregation. Maximus Magic still has one beaten, and Catatumbo is down at the back of the pack. They turn again, and Guapo asks for a bit more. The lead's half a length. Steiner right there breathing down that rival's neck. Stone Cold Flex gets the rein shaken in third. Winter's Ghost is in fourth, and trying to close in his Maximus Magic as heads turn for home. Guapo continues to strut his stuff and leads by only a neck. Steiner right there taking the fight to that rival. Stone Cold Flex has had a perfect trip, and here he comes. Stone Cold Flex now comes with a flashy run, takes the lead from Guapo. Closing in late is Maximus Magic with Steiner, but it's all over up top. Stone Cold Flex with a rails run. Stone Cold Flex has won it. Second went to Maximus Magic. Guapo third. Steiner weakened to fourth. Away and running. Good speed in the center for Whitingfield and Midnight Onyx. Deep on the track, 21 Kid also mixes it up and the pace is keen. And chasing the top three is Russian Hammer in that fourth place position. Longest Stride travels in fifth. Up the inside is Tub Tib Siam in front of Prom Night. And Azure Sky is last of all. But it's Whitingfield stretching out those legs and shows the way by 2.5 lengths. 21 Kid is on the prowl in second. And Midnight Onyx takes a firm hold and trying to squeeze on through at the rail, and the rail is open now for Midnight Onyx, who confronts Whitingfield, who still holds all the aces, and 21 Kid battles in third. Russian Hammer protects rail position in fourth, and Longest Stride is deep on the track. Prom Night's in front of two, which is Tub Tib Siam, and Azure Sky last of all, so the pace continues to percolate between Whitingfield and Midnight Onyx. They trade jabs with 3.5 furlongs to go, and Russian Hammer has no excuses to join third. 21 Kid is trying to take off from that third place position, and Acres of Space back to the west. They get towards the 5/16. Whitingfield's under massive attack. Midnight Onyx is taking the gloves to him, and 21 Kid trying to size up the both of them. Russian Hammer rides the rail, and Prom Night's closing in two. Heads turn for home, and here comes a 3 wide 21 Kid battling all these foes with Whitingfield, but Prom Night is closing in two. Midnight Onyx is right there. Russian Hammer battles on a mouth-watering finish. Whitingfield is tenacious on the front end. Russian Hammer is battling on, so is 21 Kid. Whitingfield with a phenomenal score to beat Russian Hammer. 21 Kid at Midnight Onyx. Away and running. Good start in the center for Magnolia Win. Getaway Palace is right there too. And those two set the tempo for Stella Mars to chase. And Tiki Bar is in a perfect spot today in fourth. And Forest Acclamation charts the course in fifth. Up the inside, Chacarera is a little hard to hold. And that one was passed by Keep It Safe. And up the inside, Little Cry Babies last of all. So Getaway Palace and Magnolia Win. These two ladies go toe-to-toe with 5 furlongs to go. And Getaway Palace has a short nose in front. Magnolia Wind is right there second, and Sensing Some Urgency for his acclamation stacks him up 3 across the track. Stella Mars sits the ideal trip today in fourth as these 3 ladies tear past the 4 furlong pole, and Tiki Bar is situated in fifth. Keep It Safe is deep on the track in 6 in front of Little Cry Baby, and the one at the back of the pack was Chacarera around the turn with 3 furlongs to go. Getaway Palace continues to lead. Magnolia Wind continues to hound. Forest Acclamation 4 deep on the course. Keep It Safe starts to pick them off one by one on the far outside. Stella Mars rides that rail, looks for the out. They swing, and Getaway Palace hugs that corner like a train on tracks and shot away by 1. Magnolia Wind is trying hard. Stella Mars is being unleashed, and here comes Stella Mars. Needs to get to Getaway Palace in the final stages. Getaway Palace still holding on. Stella Mars is getting closer every step of the way. Getaway Palace safe at home to beat Stella Mars, who was second. Show photo between Magnolia Wind and Tiki Bar. Away and running. Good speed 1 from the inside from Code Name Willow. Colonial Dancer surges to strike the front. 1,000 Stories punches up through on the rail, and Good Golly Miss Folly is right there in the firing line too. Honor Our Country has one beaten, and Emer was the last one away. So Colonial Dancer makes a break for it and leads by 3/4 of a dwindling length. Code Name Willow is in hot pursuit in second, and Good Golly Miss Folly is tracking sweetly on the far outside. 1,000 Stories continues to protect the rail, trying to close in from from last is Emer, and Honor Our Country's in between rivals. 2 stacks of 3 with 3 furlongs to go. Good Golly Miss Folly saddles up to the other 2, and at the 5/16 pole, Good Golly Miss Folly in hand, and now takes command. Colonial Dancer needs to dig deep and find more with Codename Willow, and deep on the track is Honor Our Country as they turn for home. The winner circle goes through Good Golly Miss Volley, and she's kicked away with long, graceful strides. Honor Our Country moves into second. Codename Willow trying to salvage third, and the others of little consequence. Inside the concluding stages, it's all Good Golly Miss Folly to beat Honor Our Country, Codename Willow, and Emer was fourth. Away and running. Each Peach Pear Plum was the first one to ping. Missy's Map is also right there. And Saucy 6 rides that rail. Towards the outside, Lilliput engages for that second place position along with Lucky Esther, who's going to be caught very wide. And Apple Shake Shake saves a lot of ground. Savannah's Rio Guerreras bounced around into the first turn. And Jess's Brew is last of all. So it's all Each Peach Pear Plum with 6 furlongs left to go and shows the way by a length and a half. Lilliput tracks the pace in second, and Saucy 6 rides the PVC to that third place position. Lucky Esther's is going to have a wide trip throughout, and Missy's Map chases the top 4. 2 lanes down from that one is Apple Shake, who's shown the whip. Then Savannah's Rio Guerrero is second last, and still trailing is Jess's Brew. They have 4 furlongs to go, and it's all Each Peach Pear Plum trying to relax the pace and shows the way by only 1.5 lengths. Lilliput is hounding the speed throughout, and Saucy 6 rides the rail. Lucky Esther's trying to come alive, while Missy's Map's picked off 1. Apple Shake Shakes in front of 2. Savannah's Rio Guerrero not responding, nor is Jesse's Brew. But here comes the quarter pole, and Each Peach Pear Plum has now spaced the rest as they turn for home. Saucy 6 battles, and so does Lilliput as heads turn for home. Each Peach Pear Plum in hand, in command, and shows the way by 3. Saucy 6 is giving game chase in second, and closing out of the clouds is Jess's Brew for the balance. But inside the concluding stages, it's all Each Peach Pear Plum. The favorites got it done. Each Peach Pear Plum has won it. Saucy 6 was second, close for third between Lucky Esther and Jess's Brew. Away and running. Good speed won from the inside from He Side Eye. There goes the pace of Paralegal per the usual, and Federal Exchange is right there too. Ben's Hero came away a handy 4th, and Awesome Entry is up the inside in 5th. Second to last is Developed Product. Sharon's Prince is past that one, and the one being eased is 5 Minister. The 5 is being eased at the back. So Paralegal continues to lead past the 4 furlong pole and leads by a length and a half as they make the far turn run. Federal Exchange right there on the hunt in second, and He Side-Eyed rides that rail and comes under a vigorous drive to stay into third. Developed Product tries to capture 4th with Awesome Entry. Now Sharon's Prince is coming alive but deep on the track, and so is Ben's Hero. There's a quarter to go, and Paralegal still struts his stuff to a 1-length lead. Federal Exchange for the drive goes very wide as they turn to the top of the stretch. Paralegal holding on to a 1-length lead. Federal Exchange with this long steady grind. Rails run for Ben's Hero down the center. Developed Product. Paralegal still holding on by 1 tight length. Federal Exchange is chasing, but chasing in vain. It's all Paralegal close to the finish. Developed Product lifting late. Paralegal got it. Overdeveloped product, Federal Exchange, an awesome entry.
There's only one